Hi guys, we've been wanting to clean up the entrance to our house for quite a while. So taking a break from some of the projects inside the house, last month I started cleaning up some of the logs on the side of our driveway. Some of it is wood we've received recently to use as firewood, but other wood is logs from when we first bought the house that rotted before we managed to split it. These trees sprung up over the last few years. With a friend I removed them as this is where we're going to put in raised beds. Up to now we've been growing veggies around the back and I want to tidy that area up. These stumps are going to be covered by raised beds, so I'm just drilling holes in them to get them to break down more quickly. I decided on raised beds rather than just planting straight into the ground, as I hope that it's going to be easier to maintain with all the weeds. This area can get out of control pretty quickly, so I plan to mix in a bit of grass and just mow everything low around the beds to keep it looking respectable. This is how I made the raised beds. I found Sugi, Japanese cedar, to be pretty good at withstanding the elements and insects. It's not as good as Western red cedar, but it's cheap. Each bed uses 12 3-meter 90 by 90mm posts. I decided to make the beds using Yakisugi. Yakisugi, which literally means burnt cedar, is a traditional Japanese method of wood preservation. Through carbonization, the wood becomes waterproof while also protecting against insects. Typically it's applied to planks for siding on houses, so the traditional method of charring the wood won't work here. So I'm doing it using a weed burner. I've seen a few other YouTube videos using this technique for raised beds, and I thought it was worth a try. I didn't give these ones a deep enough burn, so I gave them a once over once I had built the bed, and in the next couple of beds I made sure I got a deeper, more crackled char. The posts are the cheapest I could find and have splits in them, but I think for raised beds it's fine, though longevity will be compromised somewhat. It took a bit of time to get the first layer of posts as level and square as possible, as they will have an effect on subsequent layers of posts. Having said that, they're not exactly perfect. I started off using regular 150mm screws on the ends of each piece, as well as in the middle of the long sides, but switched to these rafter screws as they have a larger head and pull the soft cedar wood together better. After the first layer of posts, I screwed from the top, making sure that I didn't drill into a screw below. I wanted to make the beds at a sitting height. You can sit on the edge of the bed itself to weed without having to kneel or stand, as the beds are going to be used by everyone, my wife, our kids and I, as well as my mother-in-law. So making them at a suitable standing height for everyone wouldn't be possible. Also, the lower height requires less soil. I decided to install a trim and use a regular stain instead of doing Yakisugi so as not to cover our trousers in soot when sitting on the bed. I used a can of Osmo I found in the shed that I got a few years ago but never used. I'm planning to make 4 beds initially, but maybe expand by 4 or so more. Each bed costs just over 15,000 yen, which is around $100 US. 2 beds are going to be operational this year, while the other 2 I'm filling with rotted logs, wood chips and leaves. Hügelkultur, as they say in Germany, or Hügelkultur, as we say in Australia. Overall, I think the area is looking a bit better. Still lots of work to do. I picked up some more logs for firewood from a building site the other day. I'm also trying to make some wood slabs out of those huge ginkgo tree logs that a builder dropped off from another construction site. So I'm definitely keeping busy. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.